So in order for us to create an assignment, so what we need to do is that we have to click on this, and this is the form that is going to show up. Now since we are teaching grade 1, we can select grade 1, and then the work type is going to be the, let's say it's homework, and then we're going to put the date that we are assigning this. Just that we have to manually type it. Let's say we're marking this homework out of 20, so let's say it's 20 points. Let's leave this blank for now. I'm going to come back on this one when we want to assign another work category. Okay, another work type. All right. So we're going to put this on Monday, and then it's homework. Let's do that. So this 20% is going to be put under homework. I mean not 20%, 20 points is going to be put under homework. So we're going to click save, and you can close when you refresh. All right, so we have that 20 points here. Now if we want to add other work type, okay, other work type on the same day, like for example, if we want to add an exam here, we want to give them an exam on the same day, after giving them homework and things like that, come back here, you select the grade, and then you select the first work type, which is that one, and then you're going to say slash exam, okay, because you have two things now. This title is going to override that. You can put the date, same date. If we leave it blank, it's going to override that one. And then we need to assign some points. Maybe the exam we are marking it out of 50, so 50 points. So we are giving these children on Monday. This work to the children on Monday, and then now you can type anything here as a description for whatever is going on here, okay, and then you say exam. So this 50 points is not going to override that one because that one is specifically in homework. It's going to go exactly on the place for exam, okay, and then we're going to save. And then when we refresh, alright, so as you can see, our title is like that as expected, and the date, and then our description is there. So you have homework, and then you have an exam, and then as you can see, the totals are showing up here. Let's take for instance that we are expecting also to give the pupils or the students some work on Wednesday. Let's give them some work there. Let's say we have given them some project. I'll just use this instead of using the same day. Let me say 15 here. All right, and then this project is we're making it maybe just say 10 points, and we want them to draw a tree since they're kids. Draw a tree, something like that. We take like Wednesday, okay, Wednesday, and then it's a project. Then save, refresh. All right, so we have covered. Let's say this is all that we have for the week, and then we want to go to the next week. But before we do that, let's assign some grades to the students. Let's say this person got 19 here, and this one got 18, this one got 40, and this one got 48, this one the person got 8, and this one got 7. Right, as you can see, there's some changes. There's some changes to the total scores here. All right, and then the other thing that we would want to do is to assign percentages to the works that we are given to the students or the pupils. um, assuming that this is all that we are going to be giving them, like we're just going to be giving them exams and we're going to be giving them homeworks and projects. But if we are going to be giving them some kind of a test uh, before they take a final exam and things like that, um, then we can wait until we finish, like until you finish the term. In that way, that's when you can assign some percentages, or you can assign them earlier. Um, it depends on how you want to do that, but um, let's just use this one as an example that the only works that we are going to give the students or the pupils is just the homework. Let's say the homework is calculated maybe out of 30, and then the project is just 20% and the exam is at 50%. So as you can see, these are just here to tell us the details of the class. So it's term 1, week 1, yeah, and the subject and the teacher ID, subject ID, tip ID, things like that. Let's say here, let's just put 0 over there and then save. All right, so we have our percentages set up here. So let's go to week number 2 and let's say fill. All right, so we don't have anything in week number 2. So we're going to create a new session for week number 2 and then we say fill. Okay, so the list of the students in grade 1 are also going to be pulled, added to this new session, and as usual, we're going to create an assignment. Let's say we just want to give them a homework here. Let's say this is 20. Let's say this is 20, and then we are marking this maybe out of just 10 points. Maybe this is just what we have on Monday. We can say um, what is variable something. Maybe that's what they did to answering that question. Um, then it says homework. Then we say, all right. So after assigning that, then we maybe after maybe you've marked, then you can say maybe this person got 9 and this person got 8. Let's refresh. Now, as you can see, the percentages are not here. Now, you can assign those same percentages every time you create a new session for that same subject. But you can just assign them once, and then when you're calculating the final grade, I'll show you a little bit of a trick on how you can use those previously assigned percentages to calculate the final grade. But for now, this is okay. Now let's take for instance now that we want to calculate the final grade for our pupils. Okay, now we have to go to this place called the calculator, and you have this button says term calculator T2. All right, and then you click on that. This is the term calculator. You select the teacher here, and you select yourself and the grade that you're teaching. Then you have the list of the students that are in that specific grade. So we're going to pick the first student so that we calculate the final grade. And the subject is English and term is term 1 and the year is 2023. Then we fill. So as usual, we have first week and the second week. Those are the weeks that we taught. So you can see in week number 2 we just had homework. That's what we have there. Now when you click on this, you find that the percentages are disappearing there. So the trick here is that because the percentages are on the first week, so you better first start downloading the information for week number 2 if you have week number 3 and things like that. begin to download those because these don't have that. So you want to download them first, and then you download the first week as the last download. What is going to happen is that these are also going to be downloaded. But if you begin downloading this and then go to that, so what will happen, because if they don't have, they're going to replace that. So uh, that's the trick that I was talking about. So you begin with these which are not showing the percentages, then you go to the last one which is showing the percentages. So you have some steps here on how to what you're not supposed to do when you're here. So you select the teacher, what we have done, the grade, we did that, student, selected the student, subject we did, in the term, and then we clicked on the fill button. Then we have to click on the download button. So these are the download buttons. So we are downloading this information from this table into another table, which is there for calculation. So what we're going to do now is to download this information in week number 2 first. Then we download this information in week number 1. Then we come on this button which says view final grade. Click on it, and this is our calculator. Okay, now as you can see, this keeps track of every activity that the student has done from week number 1 up to week 14. So far we only used 2 weeks. We only used 2 weeks. So this first line here covers the totals, like the total for homework, the total for projects, or something like that. This covers what the person got against that total. Okay, those are the numbers are a little bit small, but this is what is going on here, and this is the formula for calculating the final grade. So HP stand for that is homework, all the totals for that the person got, and then HT stand for the total for all the points that we assigned to that work. When they added up, like homework here, when they added up, they'll give you 30 and things like that. So it's like whatever the student got over against the total. And then we didn't assign anything on test, so there's 0 here. We assign something on project, and we assign something on exam. So EP is for exam. Okay, all right. And the percentages for homework, for the percentages are here. So homework has 30, and then project has 20, and exam 50. So it's going to be 28 over 30 times 30 is going to give us that, and then 8 over 10 times 20 is going to give us that, and this over this times that is going to give us that. And then when we add everything together, we have 84%. Okay, so this is well and good. This is well and good. So you can confirm this on your calculator to see if the calculations are okay. But this is how you calculate the final grade for your student or your pupils.